Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. See ya. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday, work it out Wednesday. Okay, pay it forward Friday. We're seizing the day. Digital finance, unlearning a love, serving food to what those told. Rising as a beat and it Eastern on P2G TV. Breakfast with the Thomases, come eat with me.
Woo! Grand Rising, everybody. Hello, it's a Monday.
Well, you jumped in here like you were scaring somebody. Oh, go ahead, girl. Go ahead. Grand Rising. Welcome.
I got my good stuff.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah.
Grand Rising and welcome. I am one of your hosts here on Breakfast with the Thomases. I'm Alvin Thomas, the Gold Banker, coming to you live 1 gram at a time, and I'm with the gorgeous Emma.
Thomas. Y'all know who I is. I'm Miss Ruby, y'all. I'm Miss Ruby. That's what's up, y'all. It's Monday. Who's up? Who out here? Who living their life and doing their thing and don't really care about what nobody say? That's what I'm talking about. It's your Monday. It's your week. You got ready? We got ready? I know we got ready.
We got ready. We got a video. We watching ITM Trading today, and we were talking about it's Mental Wellness Monday, and we're gonna actually just keep it real on board today. We're not gonna go anything off kilter. We just want to keep it on board.
Okay, and wait. What are you talking about? You got too much going on right now. There's too much of that disclaimer stuff going on.
No, we're just gonna keep
going down, Al. What's going down?
Well, we have a couple. Well, let's see. We talked about a few things happening this weekend. First one, we talked about things happening with the bank. Things are changing over. Mergers are happening.
Okay.
Mergers and acquisitions are happening. For those of you who are following the crypto space, Kraken, which is one of the major companies that's been trying to get into the banking world, finally got approved Friday.
So this is actually quite big, and I don't think that people. I actually, what's happening is that a lot of things that are important to your everyday maintenance, finance, life, living, are not being clearly explained. So while you can hear about the war, did you hear about the United States declaring bankruptcy?
Insolvency is what they say.
Insolvency. Look up that word, insolvency. Yeah, United States. That's like your daddy saying we going broke, y'all.
That's
like your daddy going, you got a rich father and he just told you we gonna have to sell a house, baby.
The well is dry.
Sell some things because we got to move. We can't live like this no more. See, that's when you have to start thinking about what you gonna do, right? I know I did. When I discovered that these folks were going broke a long time ago, they just admitted it. See, I knew they was broke. I knew you can't have a negative balance on a regular basis and keep borrowing against it. I knew that.
Eventually the wall will hit.
So my thing is this, okay. No doom and gloom. What can we do now? So let's talk about what's actually the fallout, what's showing up. We're gonna give you guys a little bit of we love us some ITM trading. Now y'all know
a bit of the juice today.
Yeah. So let's go get some Taylor Kinney and some good information so we can do some really amazing application. I love you guys. Grand Rising. Let's work it. Let's go. Hey, Mar Allen, I see you, baby. Doing our thing on a grand Rising. Let's do it.
Thank you.
You can thank me all you want, but you still got to start it.
That sends money into gold is going off right now. War, oil shocks, inflation, systemic stress, and yet gold is selling off. If that makes you want to panic, stay with me because there is an explanation. Today, we're going to be answering the question you all have been asking. What is going on with gold? What comes next? And how can you use this knowledge to your benefit? In order to understand what's happening right now with gold, we first have to understand the structural changes that are impacting gold's price today. Let's go back to February 2022. Russia invades Ukraine, and the United States does something that's never been done before on such a large scale. They freeze hundreds of billions of dollars worth of Russia's foreign exchange reserves, weaponizing the dollar against Russia. Now, for the United States, that was the whole point. It was a success. But if you're China, India, Brazil, or any other nation holding dollar reserves, you're thinking if they can do that to Russia, we could be next. This was a pivotal moment because it pushed nations to move their reserves into something that had no counterparty risk, that no government could freeze, that wasn't reliant on the printing or whims of politicians, something that has held value for thousands of years. They started buying gold. Central bank gold demand in 2022 exploded, and it has remained at these high levels ever since. So today, the media is telling us all that the reason the gold prices are dropping is because of interest rates. That to me is a lazy explanation. Yes, it is one element, one component of the story, but it completely disregards the structural change with gold buying that has happened over the last 4 years. And the numbers prove it. In 2022, interest rates were surging, going up to their highest level since before the great financial crisis. Now, if we look at central bank gold buying during this time, gold should have been less favorable if we only were looking at rates. Yet, this is when they started buying gold in record quantities. Why? Because central banks stopped viewing gold as just a trade and started buying gold to position themselves for a monetary reset, a world where the dollar was no longer dominant. With this lens, it no longer mattered what interest rates were because they were positioning for an entirely new system. With all of that being said, why is gold falling? Well, let's start with the official explanation, which is that as the war continues to escalate, oil supply dwindles. As oil supply dwindles, prices rise, causing inflation fears, which is why the Fed has come out and held rates steady, with many speculating we might even get a rate increase, all of which prompts a move into assets that pay higher interest, a yield, which gold does not. Hence the move into dollar or dollar debt. This is true, but it is one piece of the puzzle. It's like saying that your house is cold because a window's open when the entire roof has blown off. You're missing the big picture. All of the thousands of tons of gold that central banks have been buying the last few years have been physical. Physical because there is no counterparty risk versus paper, which drives the spot price. Paper gold being digital futures contracts, leverage positions, or financial instruments that track the spot price. Now, if the word manipulation is coming to mind, that is a reasonable instinct because the gold paper market moves in a way that often has nothing to do with real physical supply and demand. That is not a conspiracy theory. That is a fact about the way that the paper market is structured. And right now, that paper market is under a ton of additional external stress. Right now, there is a liquidity crisis that is unfolding all over the world. When you wake up and see red all across the board, it is often because of forced sell-offs that are happening. Here's the mechanics of it. As oil prices continue to rise, you're going to see a need for cash or liquidity. And if there's not any, it can trigger forced sell-offs. But forced sell-offs lower the price of assets, which trigger more forced sell-offs and margin calls, or the broker coming to investors and saying, you need to put up X amount of cash or capital to keep your position, at which point many investors are then once again forced to sell, lowering the price and price and price down, 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 down until it gets to where we see today. Think about the amount of paper contracts that we see flooding the market for sale. They often happen during early Asian trading hours when liquidity is thin. This moves the price even further than it normally would, but we have to remember what's being sold. The majority of what's being sold is paper gold, not the real physical. This is an important distinction to understand because we have to be asking ourselves what happens after all of this forced selling. The selling that's happening right now are happening because of computer mechanics, forced liquidations, paper trades going on. It is completely separate from the underlying thesis, which is that there is an acceleration of de-dollarization, or a move away from the dollar as the global reserve currency. The United States is now in a position where the debt is quickly approaching $40 trillion, and the Fed is stuck in an impossible position. Cut rates so that the United States can afford the interest payments on the debt, or raise rates to prevent inflation from ripping higher and decimating American savings even further. But to drive this home even further, physical gold and silver is actually leaving the vaults. We're seeing increased demand for physical gold to silver, not decreased, showing the difference between, once again, the paper gold markets and the physical. This is where I want to bring it all together, because what's been going on with gold the last couple of weeks does not change or hurt the underlying gold thesis. In fact, in my opinion, it actually reinforces it. The same logic that drove central banks and sovereign wealth funds, those in the know, those who understand what's coming next globally, aren't buying gold because of a trade. They aren't buying gold because of what the Fed's doing or interest rates. They were buying gold at $2,000 an ounce, $3,000 an ounce, $4,000 an ounce, and they're going to continue to buy it at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because they understand that as we move forward through this global monetary reset, those prices of gold are cheap relative to what they are going to be in the future. If anything, as conflict escalates and inflation fears surge, we're going to see an increased debt burden, an increased interest payment on our debt that is going to put the United States in a very precarious position, further deteriorating the U.S. position and therefore the dollar position as the global reserve currency. This is a structural shift. And if you are sitting out there right now as a gold owner wondering what you should be doing, now is the time to hold, not sell, because you did not buy your gold as a leveraged trade position. You did not buy paper gold just to try and get rich tomorrow. You purchased your physical gold because it's your insurance policy, it's your wealth shield, it's your protector against what is coming next through this monetary reset. You hold in your hand what central banks around the world have been stockpiling as a position against the system itself. And price pressure does not change that. History backs us up on this completely too. I recently just saw an article that broke down the top 10 worst weeks for gold, because right now is one of them. Guess what else they were? 4 of the 10 happened during the 1970s. Another one happened in 2008, and another one happened in 2020, all with violent sell-offs and then rebounding to record highs. In 2008, gold fell significantly and then rebounded 178% just 3 years later. In 2020, March of 2020, gold fell. It took a couple of weeks for it to get back to where it was. In a couple of months, it was breaking new all-time highs. But today is in 2008, and it's not 2020. Today is more complex. The system itself is even more leveraged than it was at either of those points in time. The risk to central banks and to individuals is far higher than it was before. And structurally, the mechanics that are moving gold have changed. So if you've been thinking about buying gold, now is the time to have a real conversation, because the thesis has not changed. In fact, it's only gotten stronger. And there is an opportunity right now to position yourself against what's coming next, because this is not the end of the story. It is merely a chapter in the story, and we know what is going to happen next. The time to make sure that you are not only protected against what's coming next, but setting yourself up for opportunity on the other side of this reset is now. And if you haven't already had a conversation or had your questions answered, or if you already own gold and you want to make sure that your strategy is correct for what's coming next for you and your situation and your goals and your concerns, call us at the number below. You can scan the QR code. Either way, set up a time to talk to one of our expert analysts. We also have a link down below in the description, whatever is easier for you. And if you want to learn more about currency resets throughout history, patterns that we've seen over the last 100 years, and how different assets protect you, go ahead and download our Built to Endure report. It is completely free. I highly recommend that you get a copy. Again, you can do so by scanning this QR code, or there's a link down below in the description. And as always, thank you so much for being here. I'm Taylor Kenny with ITM Trading, your trusted source for all things gold, silver, and lifelong wealth protection. Until next time.
All right. Actually, I hope you guys got a lot from that. We're going to talk about it. Let's break this down, because these are not conversations that we have on a regular basis. And if you do, I'm glad that that is a conversation in your family. It has needed to happen in our community, in the wider community.
Without a doubt.
I want to share with you all the wider community. When we asked you all, did you all know that the United States can declare insolvency? Where would you have gotten that information? You know what I'm saying? That's where you live.
You sure ain't gonna get it on the local news or the Post.
The government that you depend on to keep things rolling through just declared insolvency, which pretty much means that they're bankrupt. And what is happening with the banks? So what's going to happen with the banks? Those are separate, right? But no, we look at them at the same.
No, we see the whole thing. What we don't realize is the banks are the corporation. It's in a hierarchy. It all runs into a, I hate that word, but pyramid scheme. It's a hierarchy. You know, you got the Federal Reserve giving money to the corporation, which is the U.S. private side, and then you have the corporate after everybody else, and then they get the banks, and the banks are paying for all the stuff to go down the line, but they're leveling what you put in there as an asset, and they're telling you, don't worry, you're protected.
So I don't want to throw too much at everybody because I want to share something. This subject is something that if you're not talking about, basically that whole head in the sand thing, it's not going to work.
No,
there's no longevity in hiding from the situation. And there's no longevity in consistently saying, I don't know. You don't know what you don't know, but now you know. What will you do is the question.
You can't unknow. We've
got to get out of this thing. So this program that you're on right now is to help alleviate the fear. And as we were preparing for today, I kind of got into the space of Mental Wellness Monday and what we really do here. Mental Wellness Monday is not meant to scare you. Information is not meant to scare you. What we share is empowerment. We share the release of fear.
I like that.
We share the release. I'm glad you like that. That's been my motto since we started. I'm going to be really honest. The only reason we have fear is because we do not know. Like they say, the only fear is fear itself. Well, I have to share something with you. Fear comes from lack of knowledge. When you know, you have no fear. You can't have fear with something that you know. Okay, I'm going to get hurt there. That hurts. When you know that hurts, you just don't do that. When you know that feels good, you go do that. But the fact of the matter is most of us don't know what we do not know. And that is frightening enough. So this is why programs like this is so important to bring to the light. That's why I like using Taylor Kinney and ITM and all of the folks out there and all of the different platforms that we have so many sources, because someone turned me on to this information and I had to bring it to the community so we can have new conversations that shift life. Now, what's missing is that the next step is application. You can't just know what to do, know that it exists. You got to know how to apply it. And that's where we come together. We got to get together and start taking actions. Start trying new things. I'm telling y'all, baby, it's a whole new world out here. And you may not know that you know more than you think. And that's I run into that all the time. People be like, oh, I didn't know. I said, well, can you do this? Do you know about that? And they're like, yeah, well, you know a lot more than you think you know.
And that's funny. Most people don't give themselves credit for what they do know because people are so enamored with the fact that they're comfortable where they're at, supposedly. The fact that they learn something new doesn't come up. And it has value.
I've been excited about this, guys. I'm telling you.
We were talking. I was in a conversation with one of my friends yesterday. And, it took me a while to realize I call this gentleman friend. I was speaking with David, and I have to actually commend him because I realized he said, "You are doing something that most people have not realized that they need to do. You created a habit of consistency, of looking at what your finances are, and you can say where they are and what they're doing." And when I talked to him, he's like, "No, I don't think I got that." And when we talked about it, he was like, "Oh, then I guess I do got that. I got it." Right. And that's one of the things that we talk about, and Breakfast with the Thomas is consistency, having that conversation at the breakfast table where it's necessary, and then put it into play.
What we have to start realizing we have to make normal is consistency. That's what we have to make normal for us. Acknowledgement, that's one, and consistency. An acknowledgement of consistency, because what happens is that you can have a positive affecting consistent habit, and you can have a negative one. And most of us have negative ones. They kind of come as what we call automatic. It's time to get out of automatic mode. Remember when we were kids and everything, we wanted to learn how to do everything. We wanted to do everything we saw somebody else do. Our parent do. I wanted to cook. You wanted to wash it. At one point, we actually wanted to wash the dishes. It just looked fun.
And with a rite of passage, really, whether you know it or not.
But see, we stopped trying to do new things. We stopped trying to develop new skills. But I'm really excited for the ones I'm discovering. I can't wait to introduce y'all to Wednesday's guest. She's amazing, and what she.
Oh yes.
I'll check out Wednesday. We got the advertisement for that. We have a lot going on, and I can't even get through this show without talking about all the stuff that's happening at P2G Babies. We are just coming to a close for our 12-week program, and it's about to start up again. So you guys get on the website and get to April. And we ain't playing. We're gonna be, and it's so funny because my girl we interviewed on Wednesday has a program called Shameless Plug. And so we're gonna do a shameless plug here. And we're gonna make sure you get that. We about to do it up on a graduation.
Yes.
On Saturday. For y'all who may not be able to get into the metaverse, but y'all want to see what's going down, y'all get on the webinar. That's the link for the webinar. Okay. That's going to take you to the webinar. You guys will be able to watch the whole graduation. It's a 4-hour event. Everything included with the ceremony, the awards presentation, the projects. Oh my God, you're going to be doing a complete metaverse walkthrough. You guys will be visiting some folks we'll be visiting every room that was created by the students in this platform. All of them who learned how to use AI effectively, how to build in the metaverse, how to acquire these new skills for our current world. You don't need a job. You are the job. You're the business. You are now an opportunity. These people are in a position to be able to be of use to business owners in a way that
is phenomenal.
That you can't just say no. I don't need it. I can get hundreds of yeses, and I can get hundreds of no's, and still eat. Y'all get what I'm saying? And now, not only that, before all of that, I learned how to manage the finances. Ain't that something? Because we don't.
That is an amazing thing.
And play this platform. Everybody, you got the whole new experience, and that's where David got the 30-day. We have a 30-day challenge for our students with real money. It's a great thing. Well, we should say with real crypto, which is money.
Oh, that's real. That's real.
Okay. They got to learn hands-on. First, they learned how to get in the door. Then they learned how to move on the floor. And then they learned how to do some new moves. And not only that, they got to include that in creativity. How many of y'all artists out there, music, visual, you name it, creativity, y'all can make things, build things, tell stories, whatever. But how many of y'all got a direct ecosystem for your income stream, for your finances, for what your talent is? How many of y'all can tokenize that, turn it into a direct income? And you know how to do that by hand. You don't need a third party platforms to do whatever and pay them first. And you ain't got to be a celebrity.
No, you don't.
You have to take the time to learn how to do this and also manage that money to make that money. because you got to come off the books 24/7. How many of y'all got more jobs than sleep?
Everybody's got their hand up.
But if you can get over the excuse for 12 weeks straight, you will end up shifting your job to a new contract. Your whole mindset, you ain't even an employee no more. You a contractor. This is just one thing you can do that you do. And you want a stream of income. Because this ain't about me getting you into new businesses and stuff. This is about you learning how to do your business and become a business.
And you are your best consumer and your best advocate when it comes to this.
But this is what I'm saying. We got to get out this whole employee mentality. Like somebody got to go take care of us. Like we need a daddy. We need a government. We need a this or that to take care of us. We gonna go get these people to go get us our money.
We need an entitlement. No, we don't.
Let's try this one. You are the money. You just ain't learned how to access it like the ones that are accessing you and yours.
Absolutely.
That's what P2G do. It break it down, boo. It break it down to the simple. Now this is the program. That right there is the program. That QR code gonna get you to the website. Okay, we gonna get you. We want to invite you to the event on Saturday. Okay, Saturday from 12 to 1, 12 to 4. We're gonna be out here 12 to 4. But this is what created that. This whole schedule you see right here created all that you see that you're going to see that day. You want to have a conversation before that? No problem. You can pay for a one-on-one or you can come to a Wednesday night. It's free. Wednesday night, Q&A, everybody out doing their thing. I told you, I ain't playing. We shameless plugging. Because I'm telling you right now, we spent the last 12 weeks creating value, creating real world value, teaching how strategies work, how we got to pull it together and start figuring out how to step into the community and making use, because that's where the money is. It's not the money first, it's the service first. Until you get the skills to be of use to somebody.
It's funny when I have done many multi-level marketing programs, and they always use the term service. Money comes at the other side of service, and it didn't really land on me because I'm like, no, it didn't land because look, I'm in it to get paid. I'm in it to do what it takes to get paid. But the funny thing is, when you're in that, well, for me, when I was in that space, the conversation was sell.
Yeah.
You're not selling. You weren't selling. I am more at home where we're at in educating people, because the other side of service, I understand the other side of service now. I know what it looks like. When you're in it for the money, you miss the whole process. I don't care what happened. I don't care what you do, what business you in. When you're in it for the money, you miss the process. The money is, and you have said this so many times, the money is the byproduct of the work that you've done. It's the habits that you've created that allows you to create the income that you say you want to have. And this is what we're talking to you about. This is what you create in the 12-week program. You create habits, practices, playbooks. It's so amazing.
It changes more than just your finances.
It changes you.
Relationship with people, your relationship to not just family, friends, and community, but now you are in a position to offer businesses. To be a business, to run like a useful person in a community. And right now, let's speak to that. The skills, there are more skill sets than digital. That's the one thing I love about P2G. We are holistic. This platform is holistic. We have healers, we have growers, we have preppers, which is why we share so much more than gold, silver, and crypto.
Without a doubt.
At the point where your skill sets have to be practical, where you have to learn how to sow and to reap properly and to keep growing. Most of you are, it's weird. I just had a conversation about a church. Unfortunately, this church didn't do so well. After years of being there to service, what happened is they stopped servicing. They were expecting the community to take care of them when they forgot they were a service organization. for the community. So you had to have services to get the community in the door and to participate. So they lost the community. Not only that, and unfortunately, I'm, like I'm not a big, I'm not religious. I'll let y'all know that. I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I'm very grounded spiritually. And what I do is I share with people how to tap into that power that is you. That direct path you have to the creator and the purpose of your life. Because most of us are not living our purpose. We just trying to get by every day. And that's okay, but it's not enough. And you all know it. You all know when it's not enough. You've already said that. I want more. There's got to be more. This can't just be it.
There's something else out there. There's something else.
And we introduce you to this new conversation. What's happening in the world? What's the change? Where do we find this out? What I didn't hear about the banks. Where do you get that, Miss Ruby? How did you get it? I got it because I try to stay in the stream of information. So I had to shift where my information came from. And I didn't know to do that till I shifted who I spoke to. I shifted the community that I was a part of. And I didn't leave people behind. I just expanded. Do you have room to expand? Is there room in you to grow and keep getting to the next level of life? Or are you good right here, even though you don't like it? You just can't control it and you don't know what to do. Well, that conversation ends on Wednesday because now you'll not only know what to do, you have some options. You get some answers answered, some questions answered for a change. Because I'm the kind of person, I'm too inquisitive. I'm a nosy person. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't nosy. I ain't busybody nosy. I don't do drama and trauma. What we do on this platform is we do support. We do information, research. We answer real questions in life, and then we think on other levels. I have watched these students not only grow, but teach me to see the world at a different perspective. Every session. By the way, we are coming into session 11 in April.
Yes.
Session 11. Right now, we're leaving session 10, our golden ticket. This is the golden ticket class. I'm loving it. This is the golden ticket graduation. Y'all got to be there. Y'all got to see what.
You got to come up. You
guys did not learn one level of programming. I'm letting you know this right now. We do not do programming. I am not a programmer. I just know how to use tech, and I teach the basis of how utilizing tech in finance, in creation, digital creation, in cyber safety. I don't do security. I'm not teaching y'all the ins and outs of that. We teach you safety. We teach you how to use this stuff. Then we show you how to get the most out of the programs y'all see is free. How you not going to be using them at the most and they using you for the most?
Free 99 all the time.
Do you know what you get with your Facebook? Do you know what you get with your Google? Do you know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know what you're getting with these accounts.
Well, look, you talking about safety, but do you know does people know what they give when they sign up to these free accounts? That's one of the things that we're not going down that
hole. We're not going to even open up that hole.
Do you know what you're giving away?
You will learn that in cyber safety. You will learn to stop giving more than you get on platforms. Because that's what we have to do. We have to do that with our finances. We got to do that with our time. That's the stuff we're talking about. We're bringing you into a space where you're going to learn new things. Now, with that, I always like to leave you with an actual lesson. Let's talk about a lesson.
Oh, hold on. Get your pens out.
Oh, stop. So like I said, I woke up this morning and I was really in a space of the mental wellness part of this. And this is where we go into kind of a training, a tutorial. I'm not giving you my whole program because that's not how that works. And yes, there's tuition to pay. And I work with people. Our platform does work with you. We have the different ways that you can get it done. Just like college, which, by the way, is very different. I remind you, you're not here for a grade. Your only grade is the lifestyle you live throughout the month. Our thing is we teach you to reset your mind so you're not thinking about being better than someone else. You're thinking about improving your life and making it better than the earlier days. For you, we don't teach you to chase. We teach you to acquire, maintain, and protect. By the way, my students who got that wrong on the some of y'all got that wrong on that on our assessment, and I'm wondering. I'm like, y'all really don't read the sign? Just let you know.
That's so bad, so bad.
I'm just saying. You don't have a score in life here. I'm not here to score your life. I'm here to share with you how you can score your life, how you can wake up the next morning with your blood pressure. Let's get those blood pressure numbers down. Let's get that heart racing so it's excited about being up in the day. Let's go into this next day of work enthusiastic, because your job is not your life. It is a source for your life. It is a tool to get where your real life really is. And that we forget that. Sometimes people got to be reminded that you are not that title. You are not that thing you get up and do for someone else every day. You are the dreams you build as yourself. You are the person that you show the world, I am. If you are a superhero, then you are a superhero today. If you are the it, then you are the it today. If you are that chick, then you are that chick. And you got all the papers to back that up.
Card carrying member.
When I wake up in the morning, because I am taking the time, and I'm not telling y'all about my past, I'm telling you about my present, I'm telling you about the future. I'm telling y'all about what I get, how I woke up this morning. I woke up in a way that always makes me want to give it away. When I see people's faces and their grimaces and their front of the eyebrows that are knit because there's stress there. I want to tell you, you ain't but a second or some information away from that ease. You ain't but a second or a moment away from that ease. And you know what the biggest problem is? I tell you, if you learn how to save, you'll stop worrying. The minute you realize you got 1 penny, period, you stop worrying. Everything. When you understand the fact that 1 penny qualifies you for not being broke. Qualifies you in a way, it's like, Miss Ruby, you don't understand, I don't got the money. I'm gonna tell you right now, stop saying that.
Yep.
Stop saying that. I want you to stop saying, oh, but it's like mind over matter. No, I mean reality over matter. Reality is what matters. Do you have a penny? Then you have the foundations of $1 million. You have a foundation of $1 trillion. So what do you mean?
It takes one of them copper notes.
That's not the part that's broke. See, I proved when I got something in my hand. I proved that I got something. That is worth something. There's worth there. But you know what? You don't see it because you were told something else. You look at other people's stuff. You were told to look at somebody else, and that's what it is. No, baby. Millionaires go, I'll tell you right now, your bank go, we just need them pennies in. I'll keep them getting them pennies in, because they turn pennies into stuff you would never, ever believe. They turn pennies into gold. Welcome to P2G. We teach you to turn pennies to gold. That's what it stands for. P2G Network. P2G. We want you all to understand that you have the foundation. You were never taught what it meant. And it is okay, because it becomes a reality in our classroom. It's not about information. It's about influencing the information, taking it and put it into activity. And we do it everywhere, every day, every time. From the first time, and you ain't got no excuse. We play in life. We don't sit here and talk. It ain't a big talky talk. My students know, if you sit in their classroom and you get quiet and y'all want to sit in the cut, I'll let you know. You can pay your money to sit in the cut, but in the end, that's you gonna watch me get wealthy. You're gonna watch me make money with these markets, because I'm not gonna sit here and wait for y'all.
And we're not talking about trading either.
And this ain't this ain't a college class. It's
a life class.
We walk this talk. This is a life class. People think I'm like, it's a whole life course. This not. This ain't a classroom. You inside of a workshop, and we work the shop every day. That's your life, guys. Your life is a project. It's a workshop. That's how you know you living. When you are working the shop of your life and you are doing that which you have acquired, you learn these new steps. Like we're gonna teach you some new things. That was the foundation. That savings. You have to save something. To see something, you got to save something. You got to be doing something on a regular. So Mr. Thomas said 30 days. I want you to, well, I like this. No, we'll do just a penny. We do a penny. You guys want to do a penny compounded for a day, for a month? 1 penny compounded for a month. So 1 penny the first day, 2 pennies the next day, 3 pennies the next day. And we do it every day. Keep compounding. Now I'm going to teach you the secret. Your job is to turn them pennies into assets. Okay, wait. Y'all know what assets are? Y'all know what an asset is? Okay, so I'm gonna tell you right. I didn't lose. Ain't lose nobody. I'm giving this away now. I'm giving this to you. Pennies to gold. Your job is to turn them pennies into assets. You are not allowed to let that money go lazy and sleepy. Nope. There is a saying in our business, and we have a saying. It says, "No lazy money." No lazy money. No lazy money classroom. And I mean from any portion of your money. Do not let any money be lazy. Can you go and be lazy? Can you sleep in? Are you allowed to sleep in? If you ain't allowed to sleep in, then baby. Neither is your finances. All right. And money don't sleep. Money, when money is working, it works 24/7, way harder than you, and it don't need a nap, and it ain't got no kids, ain't no child support, none of that bull crap. It don't need a sick pay, none of that. So I would rather the thing that works longer for me. Take a penny every day, stick it in a jar. Your job within 1 week is to turn it into an asset, because if you let that money sleep, you'll be broke, even with putting it in there. Now, if you want to know how to do that, go to P2G Networks, go look on Wednesday, the free Wednesday, and I will show you exactly how to turn it. So you got Monday, Tuesday, and you'll have about 6 pennies come Wednesday. Yep. Anybody want to do anything more? You want to do a dime, you want to do a nickel, you are welcome to do it. But you have to put 1 coin, then 2 coins, then 3 coins consistently inside somewhere. Add it up. Stop being broke. All right. Go ahead, baby.
No, I'm just saying, just add it up. Basic math. I mean, that's one of the things that I like about Breakfast with the Thomases and the P2G Digital Financial. It's basic math. Everything we talk about, you can either read it on a third to 5th grade level, and put the applications into play on a 3rd to 5th grade level, and change the position of your life and where you stand. That's the truth. And also simply. And I'm like,
can I share something?
Just let me say what I just want to say.
Yeah.
Consistency, breed a consistency of a habit that actually benefits you. That's all I'm gonna say. Breed a consistency of a habit that benefits you. So we have a whole bunch of habits that have been no good, but
yeah,
we have them.
I know, right?
We have them.
And on top, well, I'm just going to piggyback on Mr. Thomas. Being consistent is not difficult. You know what the difficult part is? Being aware. You have to want to know. You have to want to do this. Now, how to make it simple? Write it down. Put it in front of your face. I don't care if you have to check mark something or put an alarm on your phone that says specifically this. I'm saving today. Put an alarm that says, did you drop something inside that cup? You don't, and I don't have it on my desk right now.
Did you fill a kitty?
Did you fill the kitty? Did you drop a coin? Pennies to gold. Did you get your pennies in today? And Wednesday, if you want to come on, I'll show you how. We will show you how we turn them into crypto.
I I remember back in the day, there used to be a commercial, and it was a commercial for insurance, but they were saying about, all the change in your pocket, if you empty it out and put it in a drawer, in a jar, what you can do with that, you can get insurance for something like $28 a month. I want you to, if you guys empty your jar at the end of a week, at your pockets at the end of a day, normally we have somewhere between $2 and $3 in it, just sitting there. Take that same $2 and $3, and this is not to discount what Ruby said, a penny a day.
No.
Do what you want to do, but look at the end of the week. Matter of fact, just look up to Wednesday. Stay with Wednesday. And we'll see what's in the cookie jar. I love it.
Now, I want to share with you guys. The goal is to acquire the skills. Everything else will come. Everything else will come from consistency. You guys are here with us every Wednesday, and I want to just shout out Rondo. That's what's up, bro. Love it, love it, love it. Good to see you. I know I'm on stereo. That gentleman is on stereo. We got folks watching in from Clapper. Thank you. God bless. We love you guys. Y'all know that. That's what's up. We have folks that are on Twitter. I'm sorry, not Twitter, X.
Which?
It's now X. We got folks LinkedIn. We got Facebook for sure. My Facebook family. Definitely on YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is definitely a platform that we absolutely love and we promote. We're trying to let folks know it's time to move into the next iteration of life. Mm-hmm. Okay, we've got to pick ourselves up and stop looking like somebody missed the boat. You have to start today. It begins today. And until you become it begins today person, you won't have it tomorrow. I want to share with you all, you have the opportunity to do whatever it is your brain says today. And that's all you get. That's all you do anyway. All you do is what your brain says. So when you start feeding it other things, you get other results. Mm-hmm. Let's go out and create some results. And let's show you what 12 weeks of actual committed consciousness can do. Like I said, I put my money where my mouth is. I always tell people it's not ever been about what I say. I will always show you better than I can tell you. And building in this space with these students, people coming from all walks of life, different ages. Everybody's got a different schedule. You got parents, you got singles, you got travelers, folks that have been doing this from different countries. Yes, baby, different countries. We show you how to do this. Now, mind you, the platform does have we have other options. If you have a little more stress, don't worry on your schedule. We have private sessions. We have actually weekly catch-ups, which we do specific, you do stuff on the weekends. We're developing our Sunday program, which is once a week, do it 4 times a month. And you come in and you get the basics. It's really just needled down on the things that you need to either practice or you need to hone in. Some of y'all have some of these skills, but when you are in different places, y'all need help with certain things. That's what that's about. Okay? That's what that's about. We're trying to make sure everybody gets what they need.
That's actually an excellent thing because not everybody comes in at the same space.
Right.
And not everyone retains it the same way. So sometimes you need that refresher. In college, you have the TAs who work with you. Guess what? Sunday is the same as our TA class.
Exactly. The schedule coming. I'm letting y'all know because the sister got to get some sleep. I've been doing this for a while, and I'm definitely excited because we're training new people. By all means, if you would like to learn how to teach this, come in. We have an apprentice program, and we're actually looking for it. But you must perform. You have to complete a session. If you don't complete a 12-week session, you cannot go into our program for the training. But you learn we learn on the floor, on the ground. Well, what they call it? You learn on the floor, on the court. The court. I love it. So, my loves, there's so much available. As long as you put the time and the effort forth, and you can, and also that it's not easy getting through this is a long duration. We had a larger group than we started with. A lot of people fell off because life be life in y'all.
Life be life in.
I all say that. Well, let me share something with you. Life be lifing for billionaires too. Life be lifing for them too. It's no less stress. It's all about maintaining. It's about the skill of maintenance. So while life be lifing for everybody, my question is how's it going for you? That's on you.
That is definitely
don't let it be going the same way for you as it is for everybody else. Because that's what you've been trying. That's what's been getting at you. So you ready to deal? We ready to do what we got to do. I'm really excited. I can't wait for us to get to the next level together, because the next level is larger community, is a built physical community. So I'm excited because that's where we're moving into a physical community for P2G. And you'll see these shows, but you're going to see them as part of bringing folks somewhere. We are right now in all 50 states, all 50 African countries, all of the continents on the planet. Ain't it great?
Worldwide acceptance.
Right. International community. Now, in the spirit of international community, yo habla español un poquito, and I am looking for teachers. Not just to teach me, but to teach this. We are looking for a Spanish-speaking, fluently speaking and reading and writing apprentice. Reach out to myself on the P2G network. We have our email there, and you can read us just on Proton Mail if you would like to apply for the position. I am training. It is a barter. You will learn how to maintain, and you will learn this process in Spanish, in English to translate in Spanish. If you know someone who speaks and is looking to really build their finances in their community, let me know. So many people in our Latin communities need this. And you be the one to bring this.
True. You know, one of the things that I want to just leave with people today, and it dawned on me that in 2026, there are three things that are happening. Gas prices are going up, and it's just current. Gas prices are going up. Scams are going up. And a lot of people's stress levels are going up. And the reason they're going up is because you haven't upgraded your financial understanding on what's going on to make sure you benefit yourself. So if I can leave you with anything, update your financial game update your money game around your finances, ease up some of your burden, because education is the key to the application that you use. And we're at P2G, that's what we do. We focus on education with application. You know, if you like what you see, click the link, come see us. We got a chat button there. The bot will get in touch with us, and we will talk to you.
Checking on the bot as we speak.
Yeah. We check the bot regularly.
Mm-hmm.
Check that bot regularly. So we're available to you for what you want to get accomplished in. You know, I just thank you guys for being here with us for Breakfast with the Thomases. We love it. We got graduation coming up the end of the week. If you know somebody who you think would benefit from that, send them to the site. Let them know they want to come check out the metaverse. Ages 8 to 80 are welcome.
Yes, I was about to say, and it doesn't matter. You can have a phone, a headset, a tablet, computer, desktop, laptop, whatever. As long as you have an internet connection, a visual ability to visualize and hear, come on in and join us. We will see you soon. This is the classroom invitation, and this is the metaverse webinar invitation. And for those who would like to get some information on our Wednesdays, go to the website and just choose the free flyer. It says it. It's the Community Action Meetup. Don't miss it.
Absolutely don't miss it.
Right now, this world ain't doing nothing but changing. What are you doing to understand change and use it to your benefit? Let's go find out.
Yes, indeed.
Both of us, we are live, and you'll be meeting us live. This is not AI. Just to let y'all know. You see, other than that generation in the back of our head, this ain't AI. We are the real deal.
We are the people. We're breakfast. We're the Thomases, and we're here just like it says, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 o'clock, faithfully.
That's right.
Faithfully to be on with you.
I want to say thank you for everyone. Don't forget, our Wednesday, we are Monday, Wednesdays and Friday at 8 a.m. Breakfast with the Thomases on pretty much all streamers. You can't miss us.
IG
Networks TV. And I just want you guys to know, if you want to get on the show and you want to get an interview like the lady that you're going to meet on Wednesday.
Oh, yes.
Reach out. This is a community of communities. This was the whole purpose. We want to know what you do, how you share, how you serve, and share that with each other and people. So come on, so we can introduce you to the world.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm ready to show some people some new hustles. Let's do it.
Go ahead. I can't wait.
Now, today is an early day because we have a lot of work, and it's actually the absolute last day of class for our students. So their graduation happens on the weekend. They'll be getting things ready. Take that QR code, take that link, and share it out. We need in our communities to see people like us doing this.
There are a lot of people in our community, but those who do it don't talk about it. We need a community that's actually engaged in the process of having this conversation. I wonder I honestly, I'm just sitting here and I'm having a thought that says, what if we did a local forum to have this conversation, get out into the public and actually have this conversation live?
You want to have that discussion right now?
No, I'm just thought just hitting me, and I know. Write
it down.
Yeah.
Thomas just be thinking off the top of his head. I was like that, which is good, which is actually good. I want you guys to realize something. We're always coming up with new ways, but we're also already planned out a lot of stuff. This summer, we will be hitting the streets once again.
Yep.
Not sure what the organization, we'll be working with a couple of organizations that do regular summer events. We'll have to see how, because of what's happening with the budgets and some of those programs won't be as regular. But keep your eyes and your ears open. We'll be posting. Come join us on our social media. We're on, like I said, I'm on LinkedIn. Miss Ruby Thomas. Y'all see me. I'll be out there. Y'all see me. I'm on Facebook. Same thing. Ruby Thomas. Reach out. We got P2G room. Mr. Thomas, leave your light alone. Anyway.
Have to catch it.
We have YouTube. I want you to get on P2G Networks TV, YouTube. Keep up with what's been going on. Check us out. And let me let you know something. If you're new here, or I've even been here before, don't believe a word we say. Go check us out. Y'all should never be out here just following people aimlessly. Go check out what we've been up to for the last 7 years. Helping folks, being out here, generating information for the community to grow. Because it's not about selling new products or selling a class. It's about making sure that we grow and keep building. I'm looking to build my allies. I'm looking to find y'all out here because this is a community worth building. And this is all we got, because that's all we got is us. So let's make it powerful.
Let's make it, yes, indeed, because no one, we say this all the time. Nobody else is coming for you. You are your life preserver.
Already here.
Already here.
You're already here. Ain't nobody else coming. You are already here. And when you got power, you're empowered. Once you know it's you, you can do anything you want.
It is the SS me.
That's right. Now we have to hop off a little early because we've got some things to run and do. It's a big day. Like I said, join us anytime. We'll be back. We'll actually be live Wednesday. We'll be live in the evening on Wednesday. Our Wednesdays are at 7 p.m. Don't get it twisted. I know y'all be out here at 8 o'clock. Do not come to 8 o'clock because it won't be there. 7 p.m. sharp Eastern or EDT from what I just learned. Eastern Daylight Time. I found out. I didn't know that. You learn something new every day. So,
okay. I got that.
Yes, Eastern Daylight Time. Y'all come and join us and be in the room and have those real conversations with real research. We'll see you soon, and we love you much. Peace from Breakfast with the Thomases.
We're out of here.
Ooh, see you. Wake up and rise, open your eyes. It's breakfast with the Thomases, the ultimate prize. Mental Wellness Monday.